we are here in Richmond, Virginia. I don't know anything about, you know things about this. I went into this not knowing anything.
If you're looking for a place that is the Hollywood of cemeteries, aptly named. So I think we should wander to the car and go to a different area.
I think so too. Okay, Kat has said numerous times that this is it. Taking photos. Once again, I didn't do any research. I mean, a big, sorry, my words, cause big points for the lamb with a Santa hat. Love that. With some, looks like a man with a big cats stuff around. I mean, I'm cool with that. I don't know what that's about though.
I was reading through it really quick because I did not read this. I just pulled it up to have it ready to go, and now I'm just skimming it.
Okay. I did get a remark from Rupert. Do we have to be here? So I don't
Do
know
you
what
not
that
like
means.
it? Hold on.
My cat reads. The door is particular. An iron door. Okay.
I am up to date on the information provided.
Okay.
I'll step over here for a second. Give you a little space.
See, this is bad when I start doubting myself because I'm like, oh, but you have the web page in front of you. What if I'm wrong? And I'm like, well, that's what happens. So
I will tell you.
Picking up on a man.
Okay.
Older man. Also, the door, the metal on the door, makes me think a few things.
Okay.
For one thing was vampire, but that's not right. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Apparently I'm not full of it. Okay, cool. Thank you for your faces.
Trust yourself, friend. You are not. Look, I have the story right here. She's not wrong.
Okay.
Just haven't gotten to more. Stop doing that. Just stop doing that.
See, for anybody out there that's like, oh, Rebekah's so confident. I'm like, I'm human, y'all.
Yeah, me too. I'm the first one to be like, I don't know, I don't know. And that's like, Kat, shut up. All right, you said vampire. You were correct. Tell me if there's any lingering energy here, anything you can read off of it, and then I have the story ready to go, and I can read it for you really quick.
Okay, I love that. Why? See that? I didn't like that. Come in. I was just like, come in. I'm like, da-da-da-da-da-da. What are you doing in there? It's very. I'm here for my guest. That's.
That tracks, okay. No, thank you.
Yeah, he loves this attention.
I'm sure he does.
Like, I get this. I mean, just also looking wealthy man, or there was a lot of concern. So they did this. Not just that.
I feel appropriate that I'm wearing a cape for this.
Yeah.
Right now.
I get superstition. Like, I mean, obviously because like,
I'm screaming. I'm so impressed.
I don't want to get hit by a car.
I'm so impressed. I'm screaming. Like a fortune teller, I sit, and I will tell you the tale.
Okay.
When you're ready, I will let you know what the deal is.
Okay. Because I get the feeling this was made with a pool of money, which is funny, the name pool. But yeah,
If there's any other specific details you want to add, I've got it right here.
That's the thing. The energy of the guy is kind of blocking a little bit because it's so welcoming and so warm. How many people did he kill?
Would you like me to read it? Arguably, the most notorious haunting in Hollywood is that of the Richmond vampire. There is a legend behind it, but also a human being. The legend can be traced to a factual church hill tunnel collapse on October 2nd, 1925. The tunnel opened in 1875 and was part of the old Chesapeake and Ohio Railway. Initial construction was nightmarish due in part to Virginia's clay soil, which changed with rainfall and caused frequent cave-ins, which tracks with some of the other opinions that we've gotten over there.
Yeah.
The company completed a riverfront viaduct in 1901, after which the Church Hill Tunnel fell into virtual abandonment. That is until 1925. It was in this year that officials decided to restore the tunnel to operational condition. During repairs on October 2nd, a collapse near the western end trapped a work train. Engineer Thomas Joseph Mason was killed and others were never found. 3 men, including fireman Benjamin F. Mosby, managed to escape through the east end of the tunnel. Mosby, who had been shoveling coal into the firebox of a steam locomotive, was seriously burned by a ruptured boiler. In the aftermath of the tragedy, strange reports arose. A local story alleged that a hideous creature with jagged teeth and hanging skin had emerged from the tunnel collapse and made its way towards the James River. Pursued by the mob, the creature darted into Hollywood Cemetery, where it vanished in the hillside mausoleum of one W.W. Poole. Poole was an 80-year-old bookkeeper at the time of his death.
Got old man. Cool.
In 1922, yet his mausoleum bears the year 1913. The incongruous date supposedly marks his wife's death. Folklorists, however, believe that Poole himself was the Richmond vampire, and that the omission of his own birth-death years is proof of his immortality.
Huh.
The plausible explanation is that onlookers actually saw Benjamin Mosby emerge from the tunnel, his teeth broken, his skin seared and mangled from his injuries. Mosby died the day after the cave-in at Grace Hospital. After 8 days of rescue efforts, only the body of the engineer was recovered. But nobody knows for sure.
Interesting.
You said vampire. I was like, you did not. So
Well,
yes.
and that's the thing. I was like, oh, iron vampire, but now I'm thinking about it, I'm like,
But it's a
did
very,
I-
like, the way you're describing how he was like, welcome, come on in. It's
Yeah.
very, like, a vampire, like, just, like, welcome to my home.
yeah.
Doesn't help them dress like a vampire, but, like, it's fine.
But yeah, what's interesting too, as you were reading the story, my ears started to get, what am I thinking? There was, like, they wanted to pop,
Mhm.
which is usually significant of when
Mine
folks
too.
are talking. Yeah.
It brings attention to somebody who may have otherwise been an innocuous mausoleum sitting along this roadway,
Mhm.
and the story is ever present, and still they'll say this is the grave of the Richmond vampire, so he is playing a part.
That's cool. I'll also say too, for anybody wondering like how this works, like how I channel the vampire bit, that was claircognizance. I didn't so much hear it, but then when I heard welcome, come in, and then I even started to feel a pull. The welcome, come in, that was inner ear clairaudience, and then the pull that I was receiving was clairsentience. So that was cool. Thanks. See, there I was being like, oh no, but she has the fact sheet in front of her. What if I get it wrong?
I'm very impressed. That's
Thanks.
really good. So, but this is something that, as on my side of the fence, this is something that I do regularly. It's just to gauge accuracy.
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna say, oh, you didn't get every single freaking detail in that story. No, but you got what the true point of it was. He was called the Richmond vampire. He's still called the Richmond vampire. You got that out of just there it goes. So as soon as you said it, I was like, I'm obsessed.
We have cemeteried.
Yeah. And still, we only saw maybe like a small fraction.
Yeah,
of it.
we just kind of followed. You had a few things you wanted to see, and I just sort of was like, well, let's see how this goes.
Well, this has to be miles long. If you're gonna come out here and walk it, you need it all day.
Yeah. So, well, everybody, thank you for watching. Patreons, this is for you. And if you're not a part of the Patreon and you're watching this on YouTube, please consider checking it out. It's not a wild commitment. I know everybody's financial stuff is different, though there are a few things on there that might be more affordable than what you might be thinking. So do check that out. And thank you, Kat,
for being here and for giving all of these cool graveyard facts.
That's what I do. I'm here to bring the facts.
All right, everybody, take care.